Hey, ¿qué onda, raza? Today we're going to be talking about these Anderson beans and black cherry ostrich. Now, these boots were made for a company called Saddle Rags. So what happens is a lot of these Western wear stores, they do is they sit down with the guys at Anderson Bean and design a pair of boots. They pick the shaft, they pick the heel stack, the sole, colors, hides, stitch patterns. The list goes on and on of the things that they choose for their boots. Anderson Bean makes those boots, send them out to them, and then most of the time these guys will do like a one-time run of a particular edition of boots. Now that's not to say that you're not going to find the black cherry ostrich anymore, which is the height that this boot has, um, but you might find it, or you're going to find it at another store. Maybe a different shaft, a different sole, whatever it is that they picked out with Anderson Bean. So talking about Saddle Rags real quick, customer service is great. If you're looking at a particular height or a particular model of boot, let's say you're looking at a pair of Flint Marshes, and you're like, hey man, I want to see a size 13D and the grain pattern on a particular pair of boots there at your store. They'll send you the pictures, they'll work with you, and they'll get you taken care of. Their customer service is great. Now, build quality when it comes down to this pair of boots right here, you do get the lemonwood pegs, the brass nails, leather outsole, leather heel stack, leather heel counter. They call this a Puma suede here up top, and the stitch pattern looks very nice. I believe they're still up on the Saddle Rags website. And now with the cherry ostrich, what's interesting about this is that it's a darker dye up top, and you get that cherry on the bottom. So as the boot patinas the more you wear it, the more the cherry tends to pop out. You can see it right here and up top right there. The cherry will pop out more. Now, you do get the leather lining, you get that Anderson Bean comfort insert, but you also get the traditional leather insole. So Anderson Bean makes a very functional piece of footwear. I have no doubt in my mind that if you were to take these outside and work in them, they'd hold up. Now, I wouldn't take a pair of ostrich outside just because ostrich are not outside, but outside to work in, because ostrich does tend to pick up, oil and stuff like that, and they'll start to get real blotchy. Now, care for a pair of boots like this, you want to get something like Big Four, apply that on there. I condition these maybe once every month, man. Maybe if I remember. Porque se me va la onda, and sometimes I just neglect them. I do put my cedar boot trees in there just to keep the shape of them really nice. And I mean, there's not much maintenance that goes on with ostrich. They're not a very delicate skin, but they will pick up stains if you're working outside, like let's say in a car, and you dump some oil on them. They're gonna get stained. Now that happens, don't freak out. Just take the damn boot to a cobbler, and the cobbler just re-dye it for you. There's no way that you're gonna get oil stains out of ostrich. But what you can do, and I've seen on a couple of Facebook groups, people freak out when their ostrich gets stained, and they're like, "It's the end of the world. My ostrich got stained." And I'm just like, "Dude, chill out. Take it to your cobbler, and they'll allow it, and they'll dye that thing again. It's not gonna be the color that you wanted, originally, but you're going to save your pair of boots if you take it to a cobbler." Moving on. Talking about Anderson Bean, these guys make some great boots. They source all their materials here in the United States, with the exception of some rare exotics like maybe like hippo, elephant, giraffe, and so forth. Stuff that you can't get here in the United States. But everything that they can get here in the United States, the hides they can get here at the United States, and tanneries here in the U.S., they get. They get the stitching here in the U.S., they get the shanks, the lemonwood pegs, the brass nails, leathers, their tags, and even their boxes are sourced locally here in South Texas, from what I understand. They're a company with a rich history. They're a company that supports the local economy. They have a bunch of people working at their shops, and most of the people that I see that work at their shops and that I speak to that work at their shops said they say they love it. It's a great place to work, a great atmosphere, and they've been working there for 10 plus years. So they treat their employees good, which is something that I like to see also. You don't want to see a company here in the United States, kind of shafting their workers and not wanting to give them raises, or not wanting to treat them right. That's something that kind of turns me off about a company. If I see companies like that, I don't even buy anything from them, because I'm not going to contribute to that kind of fuckery. So with that being said, it's a big week. I got the presidential debates, got the Hawk 2 girl going viral. This shirt, if you like it, you want it, go ahead and buy one. Go to Men's Humor on Instagram, and they have a link there. You can grab you one. And until next time, guys, aloha chamos.